nitrogen also has the interesting property that there's so much of it that in the when there's a high energy source around, it can actually do some reacting and it can show up in our lives. For example, if there's a lightning strike or if there's some other high energy process in nature, the nitrogen will typically react with oxygen in the air and make what's called nitrogen oxides. Now these happen in small enough quantities so we don't worry about them too much. However, we have a lot of processes by which we burn fuels and we suck in the oxygen. You can think of various types of industry, all kinds of transportation, even burning a match where there's nitrogen and oxygen together. When you bring in the oxygen, you bring in nitrogen. This has caused trouble because nitrogen oxides are very difficult to breathe. They're very irritating to your lungs, and they're known as a danger, a toxin. Okay, and this has caused the air, especially in very densely populated cities with lots of traffic and lots of industry, to build up with nitrogen oxides. A curious observation in the past more so than now is that from a distance, large cities would have sort of a blanket of brown seemingly over the top of the cities. That was a type of nitrogen oxide called nitrogen dioxide that actually is brown, and the cities were very polluted. Luckily, in the last maybe 40 to 50 years, improvements, especially in car manufacturing, has limited the amount of nitrogen oxides. Specifically, catalytic converters have been put into all exhaust systems to actually break the nitrogen oxides back into nitrogen.